Hello guys, and welcome to the first ever Ram Bricks video. And I'm just gonna show you all of my skyscrapers and buildings and models that I've built over the past months. And I hope you guys enjoy this video and stay tuned. Alright guys, so we're gonna start with the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So lately I've been looking up some Lego sets and saying, well, can I build this myself without spending over $100? And although it doesn't look as good, I think it turned out pretty well. So I started off, I mean, it could look a little better than it already is, but so I started off getting the, I guess you could probably get a better view from here. I got the just gray 2x4s, some 2x1s, and some 2x3s, just kind of big square, and then put in the middle this leaning piece, and then I made sure that there's a hole, and then after that I built this. If you haven't heard of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, it's in Italy, and so it's supposed to be kind of the same like size all to the top, but I think it turned out well anyway. So yeah, I put it right here, and then I just lean it right there. I think it turned out pretty well, and added a little bit of grass on the top, and added the red flag, and yeah, so that's how that turned out. Alright guys, now we get to Big Ben. So I spent a pretty amount of time on this. So I just looked up lots of pictures of the Big Ben itself and try to nail down these things, and especially, just the tower itself. I put a door right here and a door right there. And before I show you what those are for, I wanted to show you this clock face. That is obviously not Lego. I kind of did a little, I kind of cheated a little bit. I just kind of wanted to have the clock face all around. I had a clock piece, but it's only for one side, and I didn't really like that. So I just kind of made it myself. I can maybe show some other video, but so the door right here, that can't open, but I made it on this side that you can, and let me get this, so you can literally take that off right there. As you can see, I kind of built some spiral stairs. It's not very detailed, but I feel like it's good enough, and I feel like that turned out really well. And I also made that you could take it underneath here, so you can see through that door, and then underneath I put a few blocks, I don't know, just to add some stuff. But yeah, so I feel like this kind of turned out really well. I really like how I had all the colors, and the top of it is kind of pointed like that. And yeah, otherwise I think it turned out pretty well. Now this, I really think turned out insanely well. So what I did, I probably did this around a month or two ago. So what I did, I went to the Lego instructions app where you can just look up online. And I just looked up the Eiffel Tower, and if you have the pieces, you can literally just build exactly, this is the exact same, look of it. It's just, I do have a little bit of mistakes. I still have like that darker tan than these, same right there, and then up the top, but I don't think it really makes that much of a difference. You were also supposed to keep it tan on where the gray pieces are, but I kind of think it looks a little better that way. And this actual set is around $70, so that didn't take any money out of my wallet, so I kind of think it turned out pretty well for a $70 set. And then we get to this, I'm pretty sure it's called it's the Sears Tower or something, like in Chicago. I'm supposed to have two of these white tips. I couldn't find it, but I'm not like crazy about like getting every single detail down. I added this right here for the entry, and then that, and then I also added the Chicago bean, which doesn't even come with it. This is also a set, and I literally just did the same thing, looked it up, and built it. This actually might be a little even more expensive, which is crazy for how small it is. But yeah, so I built it no problem. Just spent probably a couple hours just looking for the pieces, and then that's really the hardest part, just looking for the pieces. But then after you find the pieces, you got it done. So yeah, now we get to personally my favorite building, and this building was completely built just by me. It is not even a building in real life. I saw these oh, I wish I could take this off. I might be able to right now. I might not do that right now, but had these two pieces. It's literally just lined up with studs from like here all the way down. I had two of those. I was like, that would actually look really cool in a skyscraper. So I started with that, and here, you know what? I might pop this off so you can see. Here we go. So I started with this base. I was like, okay, I want it to stand up, but I want like a little bit of like a different looking on these two sides. And I actually ended up getting these slope pieces, which as you can see right there, and I added that glass. And then after that, I just put the tile, and then I added up. And honestly, as long as if it's just the same color, and the height, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't look too pretty in the inside, but I feel like it turned out pretty well. And then here, let me pop this on real quick. And then on this side, it does look a little bit different, but I kind of like how it looks like this. And then this is like the comparison to a car. And I started with first getting that. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna add that, and then I added that, and then I added the smooth side. You might be wondering why do you not have it right here, and that's because I'm still in the look for to finish that off, but that's fine. And then I just added a little bit of an entry right there and some grass pieces, and then up here I put like a little sign, although there's nothing on it. And then what I literally just did was get a 2x4 and just stack it up 3 times, put a tile on there, put a 2x2, and I put 2 of those, and I just put the one stud on that, and then kind of angled up the top, put that, and then the red dot, as if it's mimicking those like red flashing things so airplanes don't hit it. But I think that turned out really well. This is a set that I'm actually building right now for my Lego store. They're actually doing this competition. It has to be a 16 by 16 plate, which I just kind of built. And it's kind of cheaty, but not really. So I first got that, and I was thinking, so they're looking for like good storytelling and I don't know, just good looks. So I was thinking, you know what, I might do some type of pirate story. I really don't even know what made me think of doing that. So I first put the blue tiles right here, and I was like, okay, you know what, I might just start. I honestly don't even remember how I just got this ship idea, but I started building the ship. I was like, you know what, I kind of want it like almost like as if it like crashed into like a side of a mountain. And then I literally just got all of these gray tiles, sorry about that, and just added, because I did add a couple of these, although I was kind of timid about putting them there because they're kind of so big. But then I was gonna just put all the small pieces, because I like to put as much detail as possible. I add a little bit of vegetation, and for storytelling, I put a little cave right there, and for behind, there's lots of treasure, which you can see the ship coming up. So I feel like this turned out like a pretty cool looking set, and I'll let you guys know if I get a prize, so it's first, second, and third, and I'll tell you guys if I get it. Now, guys, I am actually pretty excited to show you these mini sets that I've built not too long ago. And just so you guys know, I'm actually pretty big Harry Potter fan with Lego, and I like to build mini Harry Potter sets sometimes, and can't wait to show you guys these and show you the little details. So to start off, I guess this whole story behind this is, I was at the Lego store, and so this is not at all what it looks like. I just thought I'd just kind of try to build it myself, but this is the wall where Harry Potter, goes through to platform 9 3/4. I am not too proud of it, but I just thought I might as well just show you guys. But that's just like a mini one. But I actually, so back to the Lego store, I saw the actual mini set of this. I was like, man, that is so cool, but somebody actually picked it up and bought it, so I was kind of sad about that. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to build that. If I can't get it, I'm gonna build it. So it didn't turn out quite the way I wanted it, but I mean, I kind of like how it's like that arch and then that other wall. It's not completely realistic, but I mean, I think it turned out the way it just needed to be. Yeah, so this is really like not a thing. I've been kind of liking to make like these little statue things. I literally found 2 gray things, and I just put it together. How it began, I was like, that actually looks kind of cool. So I don't even know how I got the idea. I just made a statue. I just put a couple rocks to put some like detail, and I literally just slapped it on there. It just, I think it looks actually pretty cool on my shelf. It's just some type of statue. I don't even know, but I mean, looks like some type of art thing that you might see in some city. And now we get to another set. Set. It's from a set. I got it from a friend, and he gave me the instructions. I was like, oh yeah, I have those pieces, and turned out I did. And some things it didn't turn out like. It kind of looks a little different on top. I mean, it's not gonna be perfect, but it's just the mini size Hogwarts. I added this right here as the greenhouse. There was supposed to be an arch right here, and that was before I didn't have it, but actually I think I do have one of those, so very soon I might just add it very quickly on there. But otherwise I think it looks super cool on a shelf. And yeah, and finally I think this is probably one of my favorite things I have as a mini set. And so this was another thing from the Lego store. My brother actually picked it up. He found it. He's like, oh, I want that. And then after like 10 minutes or something, like, he's like, I don't want it. So I was like, oh, I'll take that, because I was kind of sad, because I was like, man, I really want that. So I'm actually kind of glad he didn't want it. So I was like, okay, I'll buy it. So it started off as just this. And I actually, here, let me take this off real quick. If you can look right down here, I added something right there. In the start, actually, it did not have this light thing. But if you remember, I looked at the big set, and it had like a light swinging in it. I was like, oh, that's so genius. But I looked in this, I was like, oh, obviously it doesn't have it. But then I saw that there's a 2x4, just empty spacing. I was like, you know what? That is just the room I need to put a light in here. And sure enough, I have the perfect items to build that. So I think it turned out pretty well. So if it goes up a hill, the light moves. And I think, honestly, this is probably one of my favorite mini sets I have. And yeah. Last but not least, definitely not least, is this model that I made. And it is just another one of those small, kind of like that statue thing, but I have the Harry Potter hippogriff, and I was like, man, would it just look so cool if I had like it flying as a model. And I found this thing. I was like, oh, okay, I gotta do it. So I just added it right here, which is nice because you can't really see it. Just add a little bit of rocks to make it look kind of good, kind of like the kind of like this thing where it kind of blends in a little bit. But I like how it just shows like him flying, and I made it that there's enough weight on the back so it won't tip over. So yeah, I think that turned out really well, and I definitely love it on the shelf. Well guys, thank you so much for watching my first ever video, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. And just so you guys know, in the future videos I might be building some type of city and building more skyscrapers, and I think that will turn out super well. And I hope you guys enjoy the future videos that I'll be making, and see you guys in the next one. Shh, you guys didn't say that.